Hello, class. Let us study a new lesson, that is, why do we fall ill? Every one of us wants to be healthy. Everyone wants to be fit. But what we have to do? Are we eating properly? Are we doing yoga or exercise? Are we conscious enough to know what is health and what is not healthy? You all know, children, that wealth is lost, something is lost. If health is lost, then everything is lost. Health is everything. Even if you get first rank or if you get a gift from your parent and if you are not well, will you be happy? No, isn't it? So, health is very important for all of us. Health is a state of physical, mental, and social well being. What are the conditions necessary for good health? So, few conditions which are necessary for good health are good physical and social environment, good economic conditions, social equality and harmony. So, what does the word health mean? Health means it implies the idea of being well. If we are well, if we are very good, if we are happy, then we can say that we are healthy. And we think that well-being means the effective functioning of the body organs. All the body organs are functioning well, isn't it? And we are happy. Personal and community issues will matter for health. We all know that health means it is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. So, it cannot be something that each one of us can achieve entirely on our own. We cannot decide our health on our own. It depends on the environment in which we live also. For example, we all know that all the people will live in villages or it may be in towns or in cities also. So, in such places, the physical environment is decided by the social environment. Consider an example. What would happen if no agency is taking care of the garbage that is collected and disposed in the city or in the village? What would happen if no one will take care or take the responsibility of clearing the drains and ensuring that water does not collect in streets or open spaces? What may happen? Then there is possibility of poor health. Poor health will increase among the people. Public cleanliness is important for individuals' health. So, all the health of the people will depend on the social environment and community in which the person lives also. We need food for health, and this food will have to be earned by doing work, isn't it, children? Yes, by doing work only we can earn money and we can earn our food for our good health. The opportunity to do work has to be available in the society. Then only we can earn good money and we can be healthy. So, good economic conditions and jobs are therefore necessary for individuals' health. We need to be happy in order to be truly healthy. Social equality and harmony are therefore necessary for individuals' health. Distinctions between healthy and disease-free. What do you mean by disease? The word itself is self-explanatory. Disease means disturbed ease. In other words, We say that being uncomfortable, when we are not comfortable with anything, then we say that we are diseased or we are suffering from disease. Disease and its causes. What does disease look like? How do we know that there is a disease in our body? How do we know that there is something wrong with our body? There are many tissues. We have already studied about tissue lesson, so we know that we have many tissues in our body. The tissues make up physiological systems or organ systems, and they do carry out different body functions. Each of the organ system has specific organs and its parts, so it has particular functions to do also. The digestive system has the stomach and intestine and helps to digest food taken in from outside the body. Likewise, we have other systems with the particular functions. When there is a disease, either the functioning or the appearance of one or more systems of the body will change for the worse. The system may not function properly or the organ may not function properly. So, there will be some change in the functioning of the body parts. These changes give rise to symptoms of the diseases. We can say symptoms or signs of diseases. Symptoms of disease are the things we feel as being wrong. Something is wrong. So we feel something other than the reality or normal things. If we have headache, if we have cough, or if we have loose motion, or if we have a wound with pus, we can say all these are the symptoms. These indicate that there may be a disease, but they don't indicate what the disease is. When there is a disease, we can feel the symptoms. We can feel the pain or malfunctioning of some organs. So we can feel the symptoms. The symptoms will not indicate what the disease actually is. For example, a headache may mean just examination stress, or very rarely it may mean meningitis, or any one of a dozen different disease. Signs of disease are what physicians or doctors will look for on the basis of the symptoms. So when you visit the doctor, they will ask you the symptoms. Isn't it, children? Yes. Science will give a little more definite indication of the presence of a particular disease. Physicians will also get laboratory tests done to pinpoint the disease further. In order to know the disease further, you have to go for the laboratory checkups also. It may be blood checkups or any other laboratory checkups, so that the physicians will come to know the particular disease. Acute and chronic diseases. Diseases will be different depending on the number of factors. Some diseases last only for very short period of time and they are known as acute diseases. If the diseases last only for few period or few time or short period, then they are known as acute diseases. For example, we all have experienced common cold or fever. This will last only for few days. So it is acute disease. Other ailments can last for a long time. Few diseases will last for a long time. Some may last even for lifetime. Such diseases are known as chronic diseases. An example is the infection caused by elephantiasis. Elephant-legged people, you might have seen people with elephant legs, huge swollen legs. That that is elephantiasis. So it will last for lifetime. That is an example for chronic disease. Chronic diseases and poor health. So you all know the types of diseases now, acute and chronic diseases. So in case of acute and chronic diseases, it will have different effects on our body. Any disease, it may be acute or chronic disease, will cause poor functioning of some parts of our body. So we will feel unhealthy. You know why? Because all functions of the body is very much necessary for us and for us to be healthy. We need general health. So functions of the body has to go on properly. In case of acute disease, where we can overcome the disease very soon. For example, if we consider a cough or a cold, most of us will get better and become well within a week or so. And there are no bad effects on our health. Even we do not lose weight. We do not become short of breath. We will not feel tired all the time because of a few days of cough and cold. But if we get infected with a chronic disease such as tuberculosis, TB, tuberculosis of lungs, then being ill over years will make us lose weight and feel tired all the time. It takes many days for recovery also. And in order to get back into our normal health, it takes time. That is why chronic diseases have very drastic long-term effects on people's health as compared to acute diseases.